Welcome back. Breaking news now coming in. Former TMC MP Mahua Moitra has now been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. Suspended TMC Member of Parliament Mahua Moitra has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. Now this we're given to understand is an investigation that pertains to a case under financial irregularities under the FEMA Act. 19th of February is when Mahua Moitra is expected to appear before the Enforcement Directorate. That's the date, in fact, that has been set for her by the Enforcement Directorate. We're yet to hear from Mahua Moitra herself if she would be making herself available for this summoning or not. More details are just trickling in of what exactly the case is, but we're given to understand this has to do with financial irregularities. It has to do with the FEMA violation case that the Enforcement Directorate is investigating, under which she has now been summoned by the agency for questioning. Arunima, my colleague, joining us, getting us more details. Arunima, 19th is the date that has been set by the Enforcement Directorate, but can you give us details of what case Mahua Moitra is facing this questioning in?
So the charges, it appears, prima facie is under Foreign Exchange Management Maintenance Act, FEMA. The charge against Mahua Moitra, under which she's been asked to appear before the ED's investigating officer and clarify, is that she misused foreign exchange and is in violation of FEMA. Now, the CBI, if you recall, is probing a matter against her, in which it is alleged that she took expensive gifts and there was a quid pro quo as a member of parliament. She was subsequently expelled. So it looks like Central Bureau of Investigation, during the course of this inquiry, has found some leads which may not immediately lead them to register a Prevention of Corruption Act case, but which leads them to a possible case of FEMA violation, and that's why ED has been roped in. This is, of course, the first summon. Mahua Moitra has the option of seeking more time, but 19th will be a busy day for the Enforcement Directorate, with the expelled MP and the Delhi Chief Minister both being asked to come to the ED headquarters on the 19th.
Right, Arunima, do stay on with us. Anshul also joining us, getting us more details. Anshul, like Arunima was pointing out, it's the same day when two politicians are expected to appear before the Enforcement Directorate. But it's interesting, we are yet to hear from both of them whether or not they are going to be making themselves available for this questioning.
Well, definitely, it is still to be confirmed from the side of Mahua Moitra, if at all she will be available for questioning on that day. And same is the case with Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal as well. Remember, before that, on the 17th of February, Arvind Kejriwal is supposed to appear before the Rouse Avenue Court and probably give an answer as to why he has been skipping the summons. Because remember, from day one, Arvind Kejriwal has been saying that these summons are illegal. On the other hand, Mahua Moitra has been summoned for the first time by the Enforcement Directorate, and these are just summons to come and join into the investigation. There are a few questions that the Enforcement Directorate needs to ask to Mahua Moitra. Remember, this case is regarding FEMA violations that the Enforcement Directorate is investigating. At this point in time, Mahua Moitra is a witness in this entire matter and not an accused, and hence the Enforcement Directorate has asked her to come and join into the investigation. It remains to be seen if at all she will be available on the 19th of February to actually go ahead and help the Enforcement Directorate in the investigation. But yes, at this point in time, there is absolutely no confirmation from the side of Mahua Moitra if at all she will make herself available for this investigation.
Right, Anshul, do stay on with us. Arunima continues to be with us as well. Arunima, there are two parallel investigations that are undergoing both the CBI and the Enforcement Directorate end as far as Mahua Moitra is concerned. This also follows up the investigation the CBI has been doing and the questioning of several witnesses, including Darshan Hiranandani, that was done.
Yes, we just broke the story this morning that Darshan Hiranandani has also appeared in person before the CBI's investigating officers. Now, the CBI is making a distinction. They're saying we have not yet, registered a preliminary inquiry. A PE under PC Act is of a different kind of legal ramification. CBI is wanting to make that distinction that we are currently at a stage where we have received a reference from the Lokpal, and based on that reference, we are collecting evidence to see if a PC Act case is made out. But from what I understand, during the course of this inquiry, after taking into account Jay Ananta Dehadra's affidavit, he is the whistleblower in this case, after taking into account Darshan Hiranandani's, 2-day he appeared, so whatever he told the CBI officials. There are others also, the CPWD employees, some architects who helped Mahua Moitra fashion her MP bungalow, and others also. So about a dozen people have been questioned by the CBI. Looks like during the course of this inquiry, the anti-corruption agency has found some leads to suggest that the Enforcement Directorate must look at whether a case is made out of FEMA violation or not. That's why the matter has reached the ED's doorstep.
Right, we'll have to keep an eye out on whether Mahua Moitra explores her legal options, or does she make herself available on the 19th to appear before the Enforcement Directorate. But for the moment, Arunima and Anshul, thank you so much for getting us the latest on this. It's a wrap from my side here on this edition of Nation at 5. Shivani, my colleague, joins you next with Plain Speak.